What is the best advice you got after starting your YouTube channel? 1. Your first 50 videos will be terrible, so keep posting and don't overthink it. Source: Ali Abdaal, Mr. Beast. I keep coming back to this because it's true. I'm at 3K subs, and I often delay my videos because they're not perfect. But the best way to get better is by improving small things over time. 2. I remember talking to a Twitch partner once about my streaming and upload content. I found it discouraging to make videos on gaming because the field is oversaturated, and I was worried I'd never find success. Her response? There are a lot of gaming channels, but there is only one you. If you inject yourself into your content and stay passionate, people will see that and come back for you. This really changed my perspective on oversaturated categories. If you try to be like everyone else and copy what works for them, you'll struggle to succeed. You just have to enjoy what you're doing and be yourself. It doesn't matter if 100 people made a Let's Play on the same new game. Your video is the only one with you in it. It's still a unique perspective. 3. Don't get caught up in trying to make something completely original. It's nearly impossible these days and can lead to burnout and mental fatigue. Instead, look for ideas that have worked for others and put your personal twist on them. If you have a totally unique idea, by all means, go for it, but don't stress about being 100% original. 4. Work on your thumbnails as much as you can because they can make or break your videos. That's been my experience so far. 5. If you don't know why you have a YouTube channel, you won't last in the game. 6. Be authentically passionate about what you're doing. I invest 70 to 100 hours into each video. My videos are 35-50 minutes long. My topic is something I could talk about for hours or even days non-stop. I deeply love what I'm doing, and I wouldn't be able to invest this much time and effort into anything else. I consume similar content from big creators, which helps me constantly learn new things to improve my own content. When I first thought about starting a channel and didn't know what to do, a good friend asked me a great question. What's the topic you love most? Even though I was afraid of creating this kind of content, as video game channels aren't the most profitable, I knew there was only one answer for me: Pokemon. I started in June, and now I have over 600K views. I won't lie, I can't afford to pay any major bills with what I'm earning right now, but I have so much hope and truly enjoy what I'm doing. 7. Always improve. I had a weekly video scheduled for today, but I've been having doubts about it for the past 2 days. I know it's not as good as it could be, and it has the same issues as the last one, even though that one was one of my best performing videos on the channel. So, I decided to cancel it. Instead, I'm going to redo it from scratch over the next few days and improve on the last video. That decision alone has forced me to reevaluate how I made the first video and figure out more efficient methods, which I can now apply to future videos. Constantly improving becomes part of your workflow. 8. Target a specific type of viewer that's interested in and cares about very specific things. 9. Try to reply to comments, even if it's just to say thanks for commenting. 10. Make stuff. It's so easy to get caught up in the process, spending hours researching, recording, and editing, and get in your own head about the final product. One of the most freeing things about starting out is that no one is watching. If your video is 50% or 70% good, very few people will see it anyway, so you may as well post it. So many people get caught up in creating the perfect thumbnail and obsessing over SEO for their titles and descriptions that it ends up robbing all the creativity from their work. When you hit 10 to 50K subs, you can start unlisting videos you're not proud of. But if you never make them, you'll never get those subscribers in the first place. 11. Best advice: nothing is literally game-changing. All things matter. 12. Embrace the cringe. This really helped me get out of my head while recording and allowed me to show more of my personality. It's simple, but changing your mentality to lean into the cringe rather than avoid it can significantly improve your videos and how you make them. It also makes the production process more fun. 13. I won't share this creator's name, but this was the best advice I've received. On YouTube, videos, streams, and shorts each have their own algorithm. This is something to keep in mind. Personally, I took some time before focusing on streaming. I think I was around 5K to 6K subscribers before I started testing it on my channel. Up until that point, I focused entirely on videos. I wanted to make sure that when I went live, people would be watching. If not many people were watching or new people weren't discovering me, I needed to shift and focus my energy on content that would make me more discoverable. Also, think about what kind of content you want to be known for. Do you want to be known for tutorials, reviews, gameplay? Make sure that the audience you're attracting now is still going to be interested in your future content. For example, are viewers subscribing for tutorials or for gameplay? You'll definitely find your audience, but it's a very slow process at first. I know another creator who's starting to dabble in live streaming for the first time. He has around 35K subs, but he wants to branch out with his content. He's been making videos about one game for a long time, and when he branches out to new games, his audience doesn't show up. They only show up for that one game he's been doing for years. Keep in mind that if your ideas, such as titles and thumbnails, are weak, people aren't going to give you the views you want. When coming up with ideas, always enjoy the process of creating each video. Don't worry if it takes a bit longer to edit a video with a good idea, because it will usually pay off in the end. 15. Be happy with your work, but always look for ways to improve. One of the harder lessons I learned was dealing with negative comments in the beginning. They affected my confidence and made it harder to produce videos. But I remember reading online that negative comments are part of the game and you should ignore them. Don't overthink it, and don't let it affect your confidence. Over time, I've developed much thicker skin,